Hello. Welcome back to my stream of Crafting Annihilation, my weekly stream where I stream my preparation for the upcoming Tomb Annihilations module that I'm going to DM at some point for our group of friends. So if you are one of said players, turn back, go away. This stream obviously doesn't concern you, as it would pertain spoilers to the said upcoming campaign of Tomb of Annihilation. Go away, please. But Soda, on the other hand, you are welcome, as you are not a player of the campaign. But I'm starting getting closer to 50, as you said. I think I was like 41 now, and now that Taco followed me, which was appreciated. Do not leave, please, since you actually are not a player. So and if even if you are, would be at some point. Prep work for this module is different for every DM out there, and even if I would DM this for you, I would probably do it differently for that group than the group I'm currently will be DMing this for. So I mean, if we would run this module, which is a very hard module by the way, it's very BS, it would be different anyway. Crawling claw, it was needed for 7 in here. Let's be honest, for no, because by the point we would be to get together, both a group that will play this particular module, even if I would run it for you and other people, and to get to this point, you would have forgotten a lot of the things that I would have prepped. But I always need to preface these streams aren't meant for the players. That's not a problem in my case, because they wouldn't show up for these streams anyway. But I still need to, better safe than sorry, just in case they come across this. 4, 5, 6, 7 crawling hands. Think of these crawling hands. If you've seen the family Adams, think of this as the Thing, but a lot of them. And they act as these dudes, sort of like servants that goes around in his office and helping him with a lot of different kind of stuff. So this type of monster, the crawling claw, is Thing, and it's an undead, cause of course it is. Just like a decapitated hand that's given like sort of some sort of necromantic energies to sort of like bring unnatural life and do stuff, and just crawl along doing hand stuff. So it can do whatever a hand can do. kick is, yeah, I mean, that would be like an unarmed strike, but yeah. For example, every like character, regardless if you're a martial artist, like a fighter or whatever, everyone can do an unarmed strike. And however you would describe it is like, I try to headbutt this, I try to punch it or kick it or whatever. That's up to you. But for most of the cases, it goes by strength, and the problem with that is spellcasters usually are low on strength in particular. That's their dump stat. They're not meant to do melee fights, but they are meant to do like spellcasting. So they have spells, for example, if they would happen to be in melee, but they rather do those magic in melee rather than like kick stuff or headbutt stuff or whatever. But technically, you still could. And every like skull thing here, in like this mark with a skull, is that I sort of forgotten about which level on level 1, which I will go back for level on 1, the rotten holes, and add that. Every every floor from 1 to 5 is a location of what is known as a skeleton's key. Essentially, a regular skeleton, but whose head is sort of shaped like a key, sort of that goes to the where they are meant to be going at the lowest point of the dungeon. So they need the 5 keys. Then they get to the level 6, which is the lowest point of the dungeon, to where the gate where they're supposed to go is. But the dungeon is pretty huge, and the dungeon doesn't only contain this humongous, huge under the fetus thing that they need to defeat, and they also destroy the soulmonger, which is the artifact that feeds this under the fetus baby thing. So they need to do that to get through the dungeon and get shit, but it's still not the only thing. The tomb sort of also have a beholder, which is also a pretty scary thing. Which, yeah, a beholder doesn't say anything to you, but those who know, they know. Beholders is quite dangerous. Actually, in D&D. We need at least a skeleton key for Dungeon of Deception. I don't need to have the search for it right now, so but it's still good for to have up the Google on if I need tokens. Unless, yes, if I need to search something. So the skeleton key can either be in this tomb, where this place where also a tomb and a freaking a room where with the 6 urns that can spawn infinite skeletons unless they do the right thing here, or destroy the urns. it can start like spawning infinite skeletons in this room, which is not good, obviously. Uh, Here I can so like there are 4 places to place the skeleton key in this place, so okay, catch Grandpa, which is the dopey grandpa dragon, I think, if I remember correctly. But like I said, I played the Soul Silver before, which is why I recognize Heart Gold. It's the same storyline for both. When it's the remake of Gold and Silver and Crystal, which they implemented a lot of crystals, Pokemon crystals, so they could like. But both either Heart Gold or Soul Silver focuses their storyline on their specified legendary. So like Heart Gold focuses on Ho-Oh and Soul Silver focuses on catching Lugia. So essentially, it's a. But you can also hunt for Suicune, which is the one of the what I still say legendary dogs, which I know that Raikou and Suicune is technically cat and feline, but I will never acknowledge that fact. Congrats on the Pokemon, by the way. But essentially, if hunt towards the storyline of a character that will be always be stationary. One of them will always be stationary, which is the water dog, and the one other two will be always be roaming around Yoto, just running around. So if you come across them, you better be prepared to like capture them there, or they run again. So yeah, you have to have Pokemon that either like put them asleep or prevent them from running, like Minlook, because otherwise they will run. And Entei has this annoying thing called a roar, which makes you run away instead, which defeats the purpose of making them stay. So that's a skeleton key. Uh, Swarm of bats is the thing. Bats. No, not bat. Not rats. Bats. Uh, yeah, like even if you try to say, so either you have to like save your Master Ball to one of them, guarantee that either Entei or Raikou. Because remember, Suicune and Lugia, or your version exclusive, so Soul Silver had the Lugia and Heart Gold had the Ho-Oh. Those are stationary, you can always reload the save. Those people will always be there. But you can't guarantee Entei or Entei or Raikou. They will run around in a set pattern. So you have to like know the pattern and go now to reset the patterns and to skip to where they will be next, and to try to sort of cut to the shape and intercept them, and have Pokemon that can put them to sleep, paralyze them, or status effects. Because the first thing you will do is run, otherwise. But at least status effects stay. So if you paralyze them and then they run, it will stay until they return. For the like, they always be paralyzed every time you counter them. Therefore, after. So roaming Pokemon is one of the most bullshit thing they started with Generation 2. They didn't do it, at least to my knowledge, in Gen 3. They had the Reggie Golems instead, like Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock, and Reggie Steel, which was hard enough as is, because you have to solve Braille, literally Braille, to get to where they are and solve that. So that's hard enough it is. But Gen 4 had roaming legendaries too, which was known as the freaking Lake Guardians. Or at least one of them roamed. So, and one of the Latios Latias also roamed around there. Like, well, I think in Gen 3 too, but they were roaming Pokemon. While some were stationary, which really annoying things. Boop, boop, so that's it. Bats, swarm of bats. Swarm of bats. Huh. Blue bees? What the bugger is blue bees? Apparently it's something from Humblewood Tales. Don't think I have that. No, so I can't watch what that is. I can't watch Swarm of Gimlets or Dusk Tales either, because I don't own Humblewood Tales. But can Warflings? What the for booger is this? Swarm of Warflings. The hairless Canaan skirts. Warflings are hairless aquatine canines with large. So essentially, it's tiny freaking water dogs of some kind. Mini dogs, water mini dogs. Not wet feet with oversized mouths, adept fish catchers, wolf dense near the shores of oceans, lakes, rivers, groups of 3 or more. Okay. These things that they come up with is well, they are indeed a thing, I guess. Skitterlings. Some sort of rat bat? Six-legged winged rodent. Some sort of like a between like a, because bugs have 6 legs and stuff, so some sort of bug, rat, bat thing. Cloud feet as a fly scurry through the air. That like mini rats with the bat wings that are 6 feet. That's a question mark for me. Yeah, it's bonkers. That's a question mark for me, dude. And it will swarm all over you, making them like really hard to hit. That's a question mark for me. Water weird, which is technically in this kind wine weird, but it has the statistic of a water weird. But do they actually have something that's called a wine weird? I wouldn't think so. Wine elementals they have, but not wine weird. Huh. Which is wine. Same as a water elemental with wine elemental. Myrmidons, which is used to be in Princess of Apocalypse. Okay, which I might run for my group at some point. Not sure when, but Princess of Apocalypse might be a fun one. We're currently playing through Storm King's Thunder, which this module, the Tomb of Annihilation, it takes place to like very close to Storm King's Thunder canonically. So that's why I start planning this. 3 of these. Manage characters. Because I don't wanna show the difficulty for them, because they will be a different level anyway when I do activate the tomb. What's also one of the difficult things among in the actual Tomb of Annihilation soda is that they can't escape. They have to finish the tomb before they are allowed to escape. And even then, it's pretty difficult to escape the tomb. It's sort of like you're sealed inside, and a lot of magic that allows for teleport in and out of the tomb won't work. So you have to sort of beat the tomb, or tomb beats them. Yeah, if they die, they have to roll new characters to either like to be have their characters be in the tomb already, or if all of them die in like one of those TPK, like everyone dies in one battle. It's sort of like I guess get the two choose to like, do you want to level up outside of the tomb for a while before you try again? It is really hard because this is what the module is called Tomb of Annihilation. It is a very bullshit tomb. It's very BS. It's very hard. It's like one of the hardest modules in D&D to both run as me that's running it and to play for the players, because the monsters and a lot of things around this titular tomb of annihilation, which is called the Tomb of the Nine Gods, because there are nine trickster gods in here. It's very, it's yeah, it's hard. But I have faith in my players that they will be higher levels than they're supposed to be while entering the tomb for the first place. So it would be easier, but a lot of the things in both in the module itself, all the way through to the opening of the tomb, and it still has a lot of things that can just naturally kill them for a lot of bullshit reasons. There's monsters and different things. Okay, why am I disconnected from the room? I shouldn't be. Let's update. Pocket catch. Pidgeot. I like that bird. It's a Gen 1 one of the OG birds. It was either that or Pharaoh if you wanted to fly in those in Generation 1. But you could also choose Pidgeot, not Pidgeot, Dodrio if you want speed. But I can't remember if you could fly with that one, but considering that freaking Dodrio, even if it's flying, doesn't have wings. So it's like Dodrio is like more of an ostrich than anything. Still a bird that lays eggs, but can't fly. Those are three one things there. In here is the skeleton key together with a great slod. Grey slod. You're also cute, by the way. Grey slod. Which kind of looks like this. No, you're not. I've seen you. You're not ugly. This thing has blind sight and dark vision up to 60, so you can see most things in like the range of 60 feet. So even if things are invisible, they can see invisible things. I've seen you, so you can't say that you're ugly. You're objectively cute. Not subjectively. You're objectively cute. So weapon attacks are magical, so everything he does either by biting or slashing. If he's in like you're not. I've seen you. You're not ugly. Again, I've seen you. Come again on other times. We don't believe in the lies of soda being ugly, because you're not. Yes. The slutty. Okay. Unit to the material or do what? Okay. Ooh, nice. No, without filters. Without filters, without makeup. You're cute. You're too hot to stop. Too legit to quit. You're insert a lot of compliments here that I can't come up with, but yes, you're too hot to stop. EDM back in its true form, which is the slaughter, which rather be in the slaughter form for this. I can do fear, fly, firebolt, or tongues 2 day for each. I never lie. I mean, I do lie, I guess, but not when it comes to you being cute and stuff. I wouldn't. If I would consider you ugly, I would say you're ugly, but you're not. So that's a moot point. People with people with autism like me, like autistic people, aren't really prone to being a liar. We're more like children like that. We're brutally honest more than wanting to lie or have even a white lie. So if I would consider you ugly, I would say so. Definitely. Can two tongues can make himself invisible, so just spam it constantly if he wanted to. You are. I wouldn't just say so. You actually are attractive. Like I said, we have autistic tendencies within the spectrum, whatever, like high or low. We are very rarely do we lie because we don't believe or we are a lot of times not capable of such things. We are brutally honest a lot of the times, and we are uncomfortable of being forced into lies and not telling the full truth. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. beautiful, no matter what you say. Words can bring me down. Can't remember fully what that how the song goes, but you get the point. Man, this is Grace Lord. What a guy. Grey Render. What is a grey render? Huh. Cheers, the once more. It looks a little like a. It looks like a freaking monster. It wants to bounce with people. What a guy. What an absolute lad. Weird warbling cry, accompanied by deference. Okay. No, it does not. You look like Aphrodite, but you're way harder and cuter and stuff than Aphrodite. You're like Horus of Egyptian, not Horus. Uh, what's the name in freaking Egyptian mythology? That's Horus is the sun god. That's not Ra. It's related to Ra. Uh, not Horus. God, I had lost her name, but same function. The thingy. Uh, Here is essentially 12 skeletons with an infinite spawning capability of spawning infinite skeletons unless the urns are destroyed, or I think something is done with things here. So 4 zombies, but do I mean zombies or some bees? Which is a rotten zombie. Doesn't have a thing, but okay. ogre zombie from Hold Back the Dead. Which is which I guess technically is a free thing. That's why not? I will do that later, I think. Let's see here. 1, 2 is 12 skeletons and 4 zombies. Flaming skeleton from something I think. Centaur skeleton, skeleton keys, ogre skeletons, minotaur skeletons, a lot of different types of dinosaur skeletons even. That's in Journey through the Radiant Citadel. The dwarf skeleton that's in Fandel Below the Shadow, which they remade the starting adventure that's meant for starting player, which is the Lost Mine of Fandel, to sort of like, instead of just going 1 to 5, which the starting it goes to I think 12. So you still do the Lost Mine of Fandel thing, and once you're done doing that, you do what's below Fandelver to find do other things, I think, but I don't know for sure what's in that since I don't have the module. Skeletons from the free rules. 12 of them. Just want to see what the difference is between them and the a lot of description. It's more armor. It says gear for them, I guess. That's it they have. And vulnerability for bludgeoning, so they take more damage against weapons that deals bludgeoning damage. So like if you have a weapon like a club or a like mini hammer or mace or warhammer, if you hit these skeletons, your hit does double the damage if you actually hit. But these can either attack with a short sword or a bow. So their damage is between 4 as it's up to, so it's minimum, and 9 to this absolute max if you want to roll, or you take the average, which is 6 damage, which is the average between, which would be a 3 on the dice. Then you add the bonus, which is +3, which is then goes to 6 damage. Short bow is the same, but you then which essentially means that you see how it's like two ranges here, like 80 then slash 320. That means, unless it's provided somewhere that it can do something more, they can fire safely within 80 feet of themselves without taking any form of penalty. Anything above that to the range of the full range of 320, they then have a disadvantage to make a hit because it's pretty long distance. It's same thing with the players for that matter. Unless you have a feat, like there are feats that you can take if the DM allows feats for the campaign, because feats are technically optional. So feats does there is a feat called sharpshooter that can make it so that you can fire safely within the full distance of both a short bow or a long bow. Yeah, they were very quickly with the two. That was. I tried the offer you a trade, by the way. If you didn't see that, but we can talk about the trading thing later. I guess since you were in the app of Pokemon that you weren't paying attention to what I was saying, though.
From a man to a god. Feel pain, accept pain, know pain. Those who do not know pain will never understand true peace.
I know that you know very little about D&D, but I'm trying to like explain at least to make it make sense to you as much as possible. That's sort of like my reasoning there. But I think the trading essentially works like if you offer, because I did this with at work with someone else, you have to essentially offer the same type of rarity for the trade as the one that just got offered. For example, I offered a Venusaur. Then you have to like find something that's also I like free thingies, stars, free star thing to trade for it to work. Otherwise, it won't let you trade in Pokemon. But yeah, what I essentially skeletons take more damage if you have bludgeoning damage, and this thing can infinitely spawn skeletons unless they destroy the urns, or I think something else was here. Disturbing the chariot. Okay. Crawl out the glass cauldron, through cauldron. So they essentially have to either destroy the glass cauldrons or bow before one of the statues here. That's without a head. Ancient shaping and the bronze sarcophagus. Okay, painting of the 4 bronze statues on pedestals to either side of the shield. Where is the shield then? Okay, south wall. And okay, these are the statues then. Okay. Which one? First. So essentially, one of them, these 4 things, is without a head, and to solve the problem ever spawning freaking things here, is either destroy the cauldrons or bow before the one without a head, since that is no one, since it's someone without a head. Essentially, the advice in the tomb of this particular trickster gods, that's one's motto is bow before no one. And if they bow before literal no one, the one without a head is no one, they won't spawn anymore. It's a really out of the box thinking, but their characters need to think about that. Even if the players themselves are smart and think about a thing like that, if it's not within a reason of how the characters would think, it's a no-go. They might not think about it, they just decide to smash the cauldrons, which is also a solution. The third solution is getting the fuck out of this particular tomb and out in the corridor, which they won't be followed if they do get out of the room, every one of them. So I would destroy the cauldrons or bow before no one. Two Tomb Guardians. We want Inquisitor of the Tome from Risten, which is not one of the things that I'm going to have. I mean, you are someone though. That's the problem with that logic. I guess it would make sense since you are no one to them, they won't know you. So, just having a statue being called Soda Cake and saying it's no one that they have to bow to wouldn't make sense. How do you get hiccups suddenly? I guess it just started. Have it gone on for a while? Tomb Guardians. Wow, what a thing. I do like the Tomb Tap from freaking Icewind Dale. Need to buy more bowls. Just started. I don't think Tomb Dwarf thing are a thing that uh, they in this encounter list have. Wolf Reeded, being a dwarf, Inquisitor, and being a spirit. A lot of dwarves, different kind of dwarves, but not the tomb dwarfs. No. Bethlehem dwarf from the freaking Icewind Dale, though. And it's a for Felbaron dwarf. Maybe we will come across this Felbaron. This is like a. If we would ever come to a dwarven town, we will probably come across one of them. Yeah. But they were right, I think. Weren't they? White. Yeah. And they are five. Five of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They use that statistic at least. Weavers. How your day been, Soda? It feels like I haven't spoken to you all day. I hope your day was good. Spellwinker. That's good to hear, at least. My day was pretty alright. Oh, you was busy. Well, I guess busy with either work or something else. The thing that I guess the thing that just linked was a thing that you might have been uh, busy with. What are these called? They're called crawling claws. Crawling claw. Ooh, MCDM. These people usually have really fun undead or fun things. Refill, okay. What a bunkus thing. Yeah, my day was actually pretty alright. It was one of those that half day because meeting, so I like went by the store, bought some breakfast, and then got home, took a shower, played some World of Warcraft. Then I did stop in Taco Stream before I did this one. I think I went in there like around 7, just because I saw he was going to play a Heart Gold. I was like, hey, Heart Gold, this game I like, so I was like, so I was gonna help him with all of it. And I love how that gym in Goldenrod is like location, how the boxes and everything is around the interior of the gym is how a Clefairy looks. And the gym itself is all normal type, but the leader Whitney, the pink-haired menace, is called pink. She's a pink-haired menace for a reason. She has two Pokemon, a Clefairy and a Milk Tank. And the Milk Tank spams fucking Rollout and Milk Drink. So just as you thought she does Milk Drink to get her back to full health with Milk Drink and starts spamming Rollout again. That increases damage, double the damage every time it hits. And it wipes your teeth every fucking time. I might have. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said in what context. So, but you would need to sanitize because you're in the presence of me, a useless person. Crawling claws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those were actually fun. But regardless, what I meant to say is, yeah, that game can be really iffy because if I was the prison that locked you up, I would need sanitizers. What? What did I say about prison? Can't remember. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's 5 right and the Tomb Guardian there. Back to Rotten Hall. Because, well, first I need to save this. I'm a prison? I said I'm a prison? What? can't remember saying that it was a prison. I might have. I mean, I just don't recall saying that. I'm just rambling on, and then you're hearing stuff out of context, probably. I need Rotten Hall. Is the encounter I'm after? Not the encounter. I actually did the did. I need the scene where Rotten Hall is, which is level 1 of the Tomb of Annihilation. Element O P Rotten Halls. Oop. The shadow dim is actually meant to be there. I didn't mean to move it. Actually, let's put the skeleton, this level's skeleton key here. Why do you not want to be dragged out? Stupid skeleton key. There we go, skeleton key, there we go. But I've done a lot of stuff today. I mean, with both being in Taco Stream and playing some World of Warcraft I played before, and take it a little easy. But I'm not sure if I have a skeleton of yolks. Hehehehe. I see myself out. Yep, I did add it there. Why does a chicken coop only have 2 doors? Because if it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan. Yeah, it's chicken sedan. Because both a sedan and a coupe is 2 type of cars. As a coupe apparently does only have 2 doors, while a sedan has 4. Hence the yoke, chicken sedan. Did you know that French fries weren't actually fried in France? No, they're fried in Greece. Rotten Hall, Dungeon of Deception, is level 2, and now is Vault of Reflection is the third level that we need to begin. You know there's a little thing that you can press. You don't need to do the command for buying. There is the little button between next to the blurb that you can just click and open the Pokemon community game and go into the shop and buy whatever you want. Like someone that just can casually spend his money buying 50 Ultra Balls just straight out of the blue. Yeah. The Pokemon community game have you just can go in, you click in the thing, go into the shop and use different kind of things for. It has a different menus in the little thing there. True story. While you're doing something, I'm going to go into Annihilation and go to my map. Vault of Reflection. That's the one. Which I don't need level 2 open for my thing. Then I need a Vault of Reflection open, which will be this one, this map. I revealed something to you now that's forbidden knowledge or something that's you sort of like, oh. What was for 7C then? It's a okay. It was this warning systems. Okay. This place have a beholder living in it, which is one of the legendary monsters that's really tough in D&D. It looks kind of like this. It's a very it's a powerful monsters, and it floats in mid-air, floats around, fires different kinds of lasers at you, and do powerful attacks. That's mind magics and stuff. So it's essentially the what you should say you. And it's a 10 different stuff that he can do. That's like he does either melee attack, which why would he, or he does free rays from one of his eye stalks things here. And you roll a d10 because it did 10 different results, and the place does have those kinds of dices that have a 10 sided dice to I can just roll 3 times and get 3 different kind of things. That's but what's good at least with this one, but this particular beholder, it does not get to use legendary actions, nor is it a lair action that it gets to use. At least there's that. So that is not as powerful as it could be, but is still freaking bad. 29 doesn't have a monster thing. Oh, Let's see. I wanted to use the brush. How can I use this freaking brush without? It, it's hard to get everything in a radius while leaving others. When you like me and not very good with finicky stuff, but I am trying to do said thing. The skeleton key can freaking spawn inside the room where the freaking beholder is. That's mean. That's very mean. Because it's basically me saying that, well, you can't actually progress to the final boss of the dungeon unless you do this optional boss. The boss that's meant to be optional. Like me saying, well, you have to find the keys and do the boss fight, this optional one. I mean, I know my players do want to do a lot of the things in the game. Like a lot of them are like, we want to do everything. Like when it comes, or at least much as possible when it comes to stuff like that. So I mean, it's an option at least, because I know the players do want to do as much as possible to get the loot and stuff. So even if the module wouldn't allow maybe everything, but they would try to do as much as possible. So I guess it's an option if I really want them to, like, hey, you have to do this boss and to get this key, which would be mean to have to like force them into doing this optional boss. So I don't know if it's a thing that I should do. Right now, though, I need to actually make a token of the beholder. I haven't done so yet. Soda is busy doing something. Writing with jest probably in this Discord. Or she ran away and slept because she fell asleep. Something. Also an option. Considering Soda has a tendency of falling asleep. Hooray! Hooray to replying to yes. Yes. You now that at least you did get the picture that I took on Friday when I got home from work. I mean, you should. Taco seems so nice guy. He is rarely, almost never been there actually. To be fair, I just saw that he was on and playing Heart Gold, so I wanted to go there. Beholder. Boink. But since I'm doing this as well, I can't do both. But you did get some of the pictures I took on Friday when I got home to like. When I took the pictures right like when I go outside my work, it's essentially I had go left and had this big town square where they're supposed to like big church and sort of like city hall, I guess, where the politicians, some politician sits in town hall, and the in between building in the corner there, like the yellow or orange sort of thingy and colorblind, uh, is a bank. Boink, and remove these because I don't need them in the history of downloading anymore. Because I wanted to take some pictures because you sent the picture of your mind, so I wanted to give you some pictures too, sort of like make it fair. I'm always one of those people that it has to be fair. I want always like fair fights, little sort of like thing. Uh, Beholder. Yes, I was like, but I didn't. I did want to take some pictures, but I didn't really know of what. So I thought, what is interesting to at least a nice building close is to where I normally walk. So, like instead of just cutting across the road where like I normally do when I go to the buses, I go up there and snatch some photos. What is a beholder actually? Beholder is only large. I would have thought a beholder would be huge. Belcore. At least a good thing about my town, at least, the railroad and the bus transfers and everything will according to like buses are at least close-ish to each other. It's within walking distance of each other, like where the train would land. So like, yeah, some buses where the trains are that goes out of town. Like, so if you want like to maybe get between my city and Osa, you would have to like take a bus to like a town that's closer to Osa to sort of like transfer to that. So all those kind of traffics that's outward bounding from my city out is bound to there. And then there's like the more intercity traffic is like within walking distance from there. And you could, when you also get off at the train station, you also have a Max right there. It's very close, so you can walk to. Like, so if you want a hamburger and try to switch things there, you could go there. Should you decide to. So at least close-ish. This is the place I wanted to look at. A huge cone with a smiley jackal head. Okay, so for a brief moment. Now this sounds like as it was since. Man, that's brutal. Huh. Man. Iron which is 30. Where is 30 in this map? There, okay. So, but before I forget, I need to select my rectangle and enable fog cutting, not what I was about to accidentally say. There we go, they will come down from here, and oh, you can probably see into, but then that I can activate when they have the tokens in this layer. Technically, Soda, technically, I will leave you to get saying this because I will trying to getting your attention here and stuff. Technically, I can invite you to this map to sort of like see how stuff works from the player's point of view. Because it's also a good way to have you on this map for later when I'm planning stuff for you when I want to teach you stuff. Going to like see if I can open my thing from here. Then I can at least have my there soda. So if you're interested in getting like an invite to just see if you can get into this D&D thing, I can just give you the link and you can just join and pick a name for yourself if you're interested in it. I'm not forcing you into doing this. Just to be absolutely clear of my intentions. What was 30 again? There, okay, it's downwards from here. Like here somewhere then. Okay, it's up here. So we'll I will leave that as a decision up to you, I guess. Here you the face of the spawn is etched into a sheet of iron that resists the crawlway. The irons have been cut out, letting you see through the sheet beyond which the tunnel continues onward. It's etched the holes at 2 inches each. Okay, can't teleport through it. So if you want me to just invite you and sort of like send you the link in chat, I can. Because I can just give you the chat in the Twitch chat, in the message. Because even if people use the link, I can, other people, I can deny them access. Then invite players and boink. Because then even if you don't, even if people comes in chat and try to use the link, hooray! Someone wants to, that is black pudding, but you can change the name, by the way, from black pudding into something else by the little 3 dots. So you would like see like edit name, so you can edit to black pudding for in the verse of D&D. In this world of D&D, a black pudding is a monster type. It's like slime, sort of. Ooh, cute soda! The best soda, an unfiltered soda. The, a beautiful soda is always without filters. But like, I sent the picture of me, like, both in the letter and in Discord, just because I felt like, well, I have taken the photo. I mean, I didn't want to make people feel excluded from not getting to see that photo I took, at least. So, for example, for you, even if you're in the stream with me, I would see this, because I am editing stuff. The only thing you see, I know what you see, because I can see it for myself if I do this. It would be this. It's just black, and the room that you would enter is here in this like square thing, and you would enter right, well, around here. I can mark and go around with a pointer to show where you would be on my map. You can do the same. Just point to where you want to point. And there's like a couple of things on the right hand side that you can choose there, like having text. Hmm. Where was I? It was here, and you can get crawl through here if you would want. Okay. 30 is there, so 31 is there on the other. It's like side of things. I want another skeleton key. Oop. Soda did something, I think. Can't see how you did that, but you did something. How the bugger did? Oh, you did approval of some. How the? Okay, you did the rumble feature that I'd added. Okay, that was the thing that you did. Huh. Fun. Yeah, you would see the middle bit here, and the name of the place, which is level 3 vault of reflection, and the compass to see which is up, left, right, or down. So you wouldn't see anything else. But I could technically do just to make you see this temporarily. Because then you would see the entire map besides the little thing of cloud that I had to draw in. So the map would look something like this normally when you get to this level. So for example, this is a crawling passage they can crawl through that's blocked by an iron sheet here in the middle of it. Oop. And this is a place they can rotate, for example. But yeah, this place is meant to be not viewed by the players as it is, but it at least good. I know it works as intended. But the thing, essentially, if you have, I think in if you logged in with your Google account and verify, you get access to stuff like tokens and stuff. There are some default tokens, for example, and default maps, and a couple of things that you can have. Once you like logged in and verified that you are you and using a Google account. But the link, I can technically link this invitation in the D&D channel, I guess, on Sweet Tooth, but I can't pin something in that server since I'm not the freaking owner of the server, so I can't. So you would have to pin that invite. Next is here is 31. Reflected hole, which would be everything here. I can just put it here, then poink, because then you can pin it whenever you want. It is technically the same D&D map I use, room I use when I do my normal group, mind you, but it is not always being used by those people. I only play with my group of friends like Wednesdays and Sundays, and right now we're doing a campaign where I'm the player, so one of the other ones are the DM there, so he has his own room of the Alber thing that he's using, so we're not currently using that, so that's why I can have you here with this right now. south to north to. Okay, well, water separates two holes. Still puddles of water cover the floor of this 15-foot wide hole. Well, the water is liquid. Moisture is set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons hanging on the walls. A 3-foot high crawlway in the east wall is flush with the floor. At the far end of the hall, a rippling transparent curtain of water fills a stone archway. Behind the curtain you see another hallway that looks similar to the one in which you stand. And these halls are like more like mirror images of one another. And in the middle there is the curtain of water they can go through to get to the. But they are mirror images of one another, so like where this ends, the other begins. So like when where the frog-headed female with trident is the last one to be in the south hall, it is then the first one on the other, and goes so like reverse order from how they are standing. The unarmed hawk head thing is hidden alcoves, hidden behind damp stone. Okay. Ooh. So these are, they want to actually go in and like feel them, because they would need to, because otherwise they can't go inside where the beholder is, and they would have to get to where the beholder is if they want to actually proceed in the dungeon itself. Because one of the keys they needed for the final area I decided to lock inside the place where the beholder is. Because normally this beholder is an optional boss, but knowing my players, I know that they would want to do everything in the tomb. But yeah, a beholder is freaking difficult, but they would be high level when they face it, and and hopefully they would at least be smart enough to have done a long rest before they attempt to do the fight with the beholder, cause it's a freaking tough fight. 32 is this thing that can spin. It's a rotating crawlway. With a lounge section of crawl begins to. Okay. treasure with a lot of things. With a crystal, a little bit of. But man, like this thing can be rotated to like when this is rotated. For example, goes in here, rotates, gets trapped in the middle. This gets opened and can so they can continue going. But then it's like you get trapped in a corridor. Then you have to sort of like some sort way of trigger it again to make it rotate again to sort of like get your companions out. It's a weird thing in there, but it's also one of the few things of getting one of the treasures. But it's super weird. Next thing is just a thing of chamber opposition. The chamber contains a stone font filled with a steaming green liquid. Okay, beyond it, with figure stands and an open door on the far side of the room. Every single day, every word you say, I'll be watching you. Okay, okay. So it's like technically a commoner here. It's an illusion. Hooray! Free! Hooray from less letters! But that's what happens when you wait, I guess. 34 is the next. It's a peephole, even, not a pee hole. Turn sharply to the left at the corner before the turn. A peephole is carved into the stone wall. Okay, so you can look through in to the Aegean's tomb. Okay. Okay. Face of Horn Devils. One. To get to the tomb itself, though, is it okay? I mean, I guess you're popular. That just goes to say that I am right, that you're cute and beautiful and everything like that. You're actually worthwhile talking to. Otherwise, these people wouldn't talk to you if you weren't actually interesting. Well, just but how they get to where the freaking the 34 has the peephole for to like here, I guess, to see the medallions and stuff. Okay. Okay, so they can communicate at least with each other. Otherwise, it would be really sucky. I wanna wonder. Nice. The Almirage, which is a bunny unicorn. Salden. I mean, who is what? You are interesting though. Now stop it. You're interesting. An Almirage sort of looks like this. A cute little unicorn bunny. Look at this cute thing. Look at cute thing instead. I guess that is interesting. That you're from a tiny island nation. I mean, Malta is in the middle of nowhere, so sort of it does interest it to people because not a lot of people are from tiny little Malta. Yeah, this is soda, essentially. Cute. Inside this sucker is a freaking Wonder, which is very good. 7 charges. Okay, 1d6 plus 1. A lot of freaking things that can happen. The very amount of like can do a lot of things. You are. Now quit it. Uh, 36 is down there. You are cute. Shimmer Respite keeps. Okay, so that little room is at least a place of that he can go to sleep. Maybe. At least I'm not saying no. Floating platforms, which have shown on map 5.3. It might be. Oh, I think I need to go to the appendix for stuff. Not that. Not encounters. Discoveries maybe. Monsters and NPCs. Playing your hand out. There we are. Is this? I have no idea if this is 5.3 or not. That's the hieroglyphic for floor for that thing at least. It might be. Oh yeah, this is had it as a lever for things. For all these three, and the controls are probably there of all things. So control planet. Control panel. But this might be a good idea of actually quitting for today since it's getting late. It's 10. And both of us have work tomorrow. And hopefully there will be a soda stream tomorrow as well, if I'm lucky. let's hope I'm lucky and having a soda stream tomorrow. I mean, I get it for you, but I do want to get to work. I get it in your case. You don't like your work, but at least you are looking forward to at least accompanying me tomorrow, maybe in the stream, and chatting with me again, and with me being in Twitch chat, or either that or play being a voice channel if you want to play Civilization or something. I don't know. If you want a multiplayer Civilization or a single player Civilization or whatever you want to do tomorrow. So that might be a thing that depending on how good you feel then, of course. Then I might do something else. Don't know what I'm going to do, depending on my energy levels tomorrow, actually. So I have no idea what I want to do tomorrow. Yes, we shall see. Have a good night, friend of mine. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye bye for now. Good night, Soda. Bye.